Hey YouTubers, I'm Jacob and this is a how-to video for building your own wiring harness for an electronic ignition between the distributor, electronic ignition, and the coil. And this is in my 79 Bronco. The wiring between the distributor and the electronic ignition was not included in the Rebel wire kit, so I'm gonna have to build my own harness. And one thing I've noticed is the electronic ignition is mounted on this side of F-Series trucks and the Bronco. Most of my electronics is all on passenger side, so I'm going to move it over to the passenger side. Reason being is I've got two different plugs here, and a lot of them have to do with the solenoid, the coil, and the distributor. So most of all the wiring is actually already on passenger side, and rather than feeding those wires back through the firewall and around, I could just simply loop them in the engine bay. And I'm gonna be able to coil them up in the same cloth conduit and keep it nice and clean. This way too, I'm gonna free up a little bit more space on my driver's side. That way, if I wanna mount another toolbox here and just have all of it stored on this side and then have all my electronics on passenger side. So the first thing I'm gonna do is remove the electronic ignition from the driver's side here and relocate it on the passenger side near the solenoid. So I'm going to try and use one of these existing holes here. I can't reuse both of them, unfortunately, but I'm going to have to drill this one out just a little bit. I'll screw this in from the back side, and then that way I'll be able to locate my second screw and mark that and then drill it out. And I'm going to leave this off to do my connections on the electronic ignition box. That way I can just do it on the workbench. Should be a little bit easier. And then I'll mount it in place and start to run my cables. And the reason I'm mounting it on this side is because you can see here it's going to be a much shorter run, just going up, back down, over, and then boom, right to the distributor. These two wires are going to go to the solenoid, so it should make it much more simple, shorter runs than if it was on driver's side. So I am changing out all these style connectors with weather pack connectors. And if you're not familiar with weather pack connectors, they look like this, and they are water resistant. You simply open up the backside like this, and you can insert the pins once you get them pinned. Basically, you need to choose, which side your male or your female side is going to be on. It really doesn't matter. It's just whatever your preference is. Some of these you can actually pull the pins out, but this is actually molded into the connector here, so I'm just going to cut it off, try and salvage as much wire as I can. First things first, always put the waterproof little grommet portion on. Just like doing shrink wrap, the first thing you want to do is put this on so you don't forget it, because once you get the connector on, you can't get it on.
If you want a more in-depth video on how to install weather pack connectors, I've included a link to my connectors video at the end of this video and in the description below.
Once you get that crimped, then crimp the weather pack portion. Sometimes they'll bend them just a little bit, so you gotta try and straighten them out. Sometimes it's easier to straighten them out in the connector.
After finding the length between the ignition box and distributor at 5 feet, I'm building the harness with the other two wires needed. This same process can be applied to the wiring between the ignition box and the coil. I'm using different color wires for the diagram provided by Rebel Wire because it's what I had on hand. I'm running 12 gauge wire to ensure the best performance.
Okay, so I went ahead and did my connector here at the harness and then zip tied those 3 wires together that are going to the distributor. This way I can go ahead and get my length. I'll have to do the ones for the coils next. Basically, I'm just trying to keep it along this existing harness wiring that I have installed, because I'll end up zip tying it to this and then putting it in one large piece of conduit. So I'm trying to get my length, and I'm running it down along this existing wire because I'm going to zip tie all of that together to minimize just how much conduit and wiring I have out. So just clean it up instead of like multiple pieces of conduit. And then I had a piece of tape up here, and I think I'm probably at the length I thought I should go. It's about 5 feet from where I remounted that ignition box. So that tape was 5 foot 3 inches. I think I could probably take the 3 inches off, and then it'll be able to plug in right here. I'm gonna have to cut this off and then hold it up here to put the weather pack on the distributor. And I'll take the 3 inches off.
Thank you for watching this how-to video. I've included links to all the products and tools I'm using in the description below, so make sure to click on those and check them out. And if you enjoyed this video, drop a comment below and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.